Alright, I want to do a brief review of the Kobalt leaf blower I just bought. This one right here. Also, I kind of want to do a review of Kobalt in general and how I got into Kobalt, because I guess that's kind of relevant. I guess I should show what I'm talking about first here. This is the one I got. It's the brand new one, the 540 CFM model. 24 volt max battery. Comes with a charger and the battery and the blower itself. It was on sale for $100 at Lowe's. Normally I think it was like 150. I'm looking for the model number here. There's the item number. It's the brand new one though. It's their Gen 4, I guess is what you would call it. So let's go back in there and take a look at, let's do this again. So, see, it's the Gen 4, so it has the black trigger instead of the blue trigger, and then the cruise controls up here. I mean, it works really good. I'll show you it working in a minute. I'll show you how it works. So 120, 540 CFM, so it's their new 24 volt. And the way I got started in Kobalt is because I had DeWalt and other brands. And these are good. I love these actually. Problem is, these damn batteries would only last me about 6 months and then they'd stop taking a charge. I could put it on the charger right now and as soon as you take it off, the battery is just gone. And that really frustrated me because these are useless without the battery. So, out of frustration, 10 years ago, these came out in 2016. I needed an impact wrench. I saw these were like it was like a new thing. And it came with the 24 volt. This is the original, like not this one. This is the original battery from 10 years ago. And look, it still holds its charge after 10 years. And that sold me on Kobalt. Because it came with a battery. I bought a second battery. That one died too. They stopped working. I mean, I guess one day maybe I'll try again, because I still like the cordless drill, but I don't know. That's 10 years ago, and I'm kind of over it. So this tool came with the quick charger, the 110 volt charger. So this one comes with the 50 watt charger, which is fine, but this one is so much faster because it has a built-in fan. So I probably won't even be using the 50 watt. I also later on got the impact driver. I don't think it was a kit. This is 10 years ago. I don't think it was a kit. I think I bought it separately, and that one came with this. This is the 2 amp hour, and you can see this one did fail but it was like 2 years on. After like 2 years, it finally failed. So I was a little frustrated with that, but it lasted a hell of a lot longer than the DeWalt. And so I just switched to using the battery that came with this. I bought this first. I switched to using the battery that came with this, and that was 10 years ago, and it's still going. So, and I also got, this is like an inflator for air mattresses and stuff. Uses the same battery. So I was originally using an air compressor to clean my garage, which works fine, but then my 25-year-old air compressor died, and you know what? I bought a Kobalt, but my original was an 11 gallon. The Kobalt's only 6. I'll show you that, which works great. But I started having this feeling that I needed a leaf blower. And I went to Lowe's and they had this one on sale, and it uses the same battery. This is the new one. This is the new generation 24 volt feeds from the side. Some people like that, some people don't. I don't really care. it makes it shorter, I guess is what they were going for. So, and so far what I've been using this is great. This is actually almost too powerful for what I need. I live in the desert. I have a very small property, a very small yard, but I wanted it mostly for cleaning the garage, and cleaning up grass and stuff is actually like a secondary thing. I can't even use full power. It'll start blowing stuff off the shelf, which I'll show you. And it's so small that you see it fits on my shelf. Fully assembled. So that's pretty cool. So let's go outside and I'll clean up some grass for you. There's my 6-gallon Kobalt air compressor I was telling you about. Very happy with it. It has enough power to blow out the garage. It goes to 175 psi, so if you put the dial to 100 psi, which is plenty to blow out your garage, it's able to keep up just fine. Everything was fine. I just decided that maybe a leaf blower would actually work better for cleaning the garage out, and I could just use this for tools and for airing up tires and stuff. Alright, so you got this is the way it comes in the box. This is the new 24-volt battery, 2026 battery. So it goes underneath here. Goes like that. This slots in from the side. Pro and con on that, I guess. I guess some people like it better like this, but I think they were trying to keep the whole thing more compact. I'm not really sure. And you can control it with the cruise control. So it tells you the power level. You got level 1, level 2, level 3, and then if you hold it, it'll go out. So you can use the cruise control, but I actually prefer just using the trigger, because you can cycle through all of the levels just by squeezing the trigger harder. And you can see this is the new design. So the switch, the variable switch is black, and the new cruise control button is mounted here, because the other ones used a weirder configuration with a knob, and it just wasn't as intuitive. This is like a one-handed thing. You don't need two hands to do it. And you can see the impeller in there, or actually it's just a blade of fan. So for the garage, as I was saying, it's almost too powerful if you use full power, because it'll start blowing stuff. See, like stuff starts coming off the shelves. And then my grass wasn't that long today, but I'll show you what I got. I live on a very small property, so let's show you what I got. All right, I just used the trigger. I like the trigger, see? Press it all the way, that's turbo. battery was on full, and now you can see we're at about 2. And this says we're at 2 as well. Okay. This is what I bought to replace that DeWalt, by the way. That shows you how upset I was about with the batteries dying so quickly. I wound up getting a corded corded drill because I was pretty upset with the DeWalt. Alright, so you can tell this is the 10-year-old because it has the logo instead of saying Kobalt on the back. And it still says full charge. And you gotta be careful with this thing. It's powerful enough that it can actually move itself once you turn it on and put it on full power. Oh, and you can see it's 147. So we got the 2 batteries here. There's the one I just used. That's the old one. Now let's put that on the charger. Yeah, so after 10 years, the charger still recognizes it as a good battery. And that battery held up 9 minutes on high with the Kobalt 24-volt leaf blower. I think that's pretty good. I think that's probably what this one will do. I don't know, I could test that, but I'm tired. Just know you get at least 9 minutes with a 10-year-old battery.